And there we go, the stopwatch is moving. Hi everyone, I'm here to present my latest weekly highlights collection, but I'm doing so in a way whereby we're going to do the whole thing in 40 minutes by showing off absolutely everything. We're starting off with This Is a Walking Simulator from Kinardo. This had a trailer at last year's Dreamscom, that's when it was announced, and I have to say I enjoyed the trailer, and I've spent all the time from then until now thinking, how are they going to actually convert this trailer into fun and exciting and interesting gameplay? And they've done it. They've actually managed to do it. This is fun. We're only playing it for approximately 20 seconds, but this is fun, it's interesting. It's actually a puzzle game, sort of hiding as a comedy game. There is something deep going on here for you to uncover if you wish to give it the time to be uncovered. We're going to press circle to pet the cute puppy, because look at it. Can't help ourselves, right? Let's go. Yeah, this is not a puppy petting simulator. This is a walking simulator. And then we go again. There is a mystery to unravel there. There is more to play. I've got it here as a big one. I do recommend it. Everyone should give that a go. Now we've got Devil's Terrace from Scary Biscuit. This is totally different from what Scary Biscuit normally does. We of course know them for not necessarily being
we go to a house abandoned for over 20
particularly scary. We know them for cute, colourful platformers in general.
Asking for help. It's time for
I'm aware I'm talking over the voice acting here, but look, the stopwatch is a ticking. And this is a really atmospheric, really well put together first person horror game where you're going around collecting logs and solving puzzles, trying to find keys to move on.
The time anymore.
There we go, there's a key.
The doors seem to be locked. I'm sure there must be keys around the house. I'll have to do some more exploring and find out.
There we go. So I know we just went through there incredibly fast. We do have to move on soon. There's a ghostly figure, very spooky, very atmospheric. In here, there's another key, another audio log, another little puzzle. The entire house has all sorts of things for you to find and investigate. It's really cool. It's great to see Scary Biscuit come out of their comfort zone and try something a bit different. And I have to say, I'm a fan. The next game we've got here is Adora Spirit by Joris Land. And as the description says, welcome to a spiritual world, grow your character and explore the Isle. This actually came out quite a long time ago, but it's been getting updates and I've had my eye on it. Because when it first came out, it was quite bare bones, but I was just thinking, yeah, this is really cool, it's got potential. They do say it's going to get updates, and it has been getting updates. For that reason, you may have been sleeping on it. That's why I've got it up here, high up in the collection. It's something worth checking out if you've never heard of it before. It's interesting, it's unique. And Joris Land is a bit of a rising star. They've put out some, you know, various bits and bobs, and they're all pretty cool. They're all pretty interesting. Again, I'm aware we're not showing off much here. It's time constraints. It's just another way of getting these games out to the public. They deserve to be played. Joris Land is a creator who deserves to be looked at. We now move on to a brand new release from Chris Redwalker 6. This is Lost Palace, and actually Chris Redwalker 6 is my creator spotlight for the week. So I've got a little selection of some of their older dreams here as well that are definitely worth checking out. But this is Lost Palace, their new one. We'll start at the start. It's got a lovely little intro cutscene. So Chris Redwalker, they're known for putting together these beautiful, almost walking simulator type games with incredible scenery, wonderful atmospheres. But over time, they've slowly been adding in more and more gameplay elements and more, not just basic platforming, but this one, for instance, even has like a map system, which is really cool. And it's just an example of someone in Dreams who's been making cool stuff for a long time, but it keeps getting better, ultimately, all the time. We're just riffing here. It is actually, it's part of today's daily Dream Surf, so anyone logging into Dreams today should have it at the top of their Dream Surfing page. But of course, you might not be logging into Dreams today, just do keep an eye out for Chris Redwalker. There's the genre pages as well, that have various sections, such as Take a Walk, which are filled with games like this that are absolutely marvellous. Just look at the scenery here, and we're going to have a quick little run over here and jump up here before we do move on to something else, but it's probably going to be another Chris Redwalker, just to give them the little creator showcase that they deserve. It's wonderful. Over here we're going to have a quick little cutscene, and then we're going to unlock the map ability. But we're going to leave that for you to uncover for yourself. There are multiple scenes here, they're all worth exploring, and as you would expect from a Chris Redwalker creation, there is quite a really, quite a beautiful climax at the end there. We now move on to Fallen Kingdom, and this was Chris Redwalker's previous game, an MM pick. And it's very different. Like, in terms of its gameplay, it might be similar apart from the map and hint system, but the environment and the atmosphere is something quite else. I think I am actually just going to skip forward ever so slightly into a different scene with a bit of gameplay. And again, you can see here just how different this environment is to the previous one. Really well put together, really interesting. So many details. It's just marvellous. Please do go and check out the work of Chris Redwalker. Just another quick example here is Heavenly Castle. Again, we'll sort of just dive to a later scene here to give it a little showcase. This scene is the path to heaven. For we are soon about to get to heaven. And when we get there, you'll see how beautiful it is. Again, totally different environment from the previous games. It's a master at work, and I'm happy to have them as the creator spotlight for the week. We've had a lot of really top creators feature over about the year and a half that I've been putting together these personal weekly collections, and there's always amazing people who have never featured before still to feature. It's absolutely wonderful. So much talent out there in the Dreamverse. This would not be out of place if you didn't know this was Dreams. You wouldn't at any point suggest, is this Dreams? Would you? You'd just be playing a game, right? It's amazing. Look at this. Astonishing, right? Absolutely astonishing. And it's not just a cutscene, it's an environment to explore, which we've adventured in order to get to. I always get sort of Uncharted vibes from the work of Chris Redwalker, but it's in that way where it's like they're coming up with their own original takes on sort of mythology and stuff. It's really cool. We now move on to Liminal Spaces, a surreal horror journey from PBOH20. And this is just a fun little liminal space. I say fun. It's it's just a nice little scene if you're into that sort of thing. It does feature what is probably the most used carpet in the whole of the Dreamiverse. Just on a personal basis, I'm saying that. I see this carpet everywhere I go. Sometimes when I sleep at night, I still see this carpet. But yeah, it's just an interesting liminal space. Liminal spaces are really in fashion at the moment. And on that theme, we also have, I found some weird tapes in the attic from Flat Spiral. Now this initially came out a long time ago, but they recently updated it with a graphics overhaul, which was actually as a result of being included within some like official Media Molecule collections. So it's just really cool to see someone take something that's really old, which is all of a sudden getting attention again, and then actually update it. It's just really cool. Dreams are for life, you know, they don't have to be just for the time that they come out. They can be for life. You can keep updating them as long as you want, and improving them, and making them better, and adding new things. There's so many tapes here, and each one is like a completely different little experience. And we're going to have to move on before we are against the clock. But it's amazing. Now we've got Metro Street Racer Sunshine State from Atheist and Anime Boy, the latest installment in the Metro Street Racer series, which will eventually, I believe, be coming out as one giant dream that contains a whole bunch of tracks and a world map and all sorts. The environment design here is just top notch. The car handles well. It's possibly a little bit floatier than you might be used to from other games such as Frontier or Tectonic, but it does control well. Once you get to grips with it, you can go around the track really well. I keep saying well, but hey, this is an unplanned improv show that I would like to prepare more for in the future if I was to do it again. But this is amazing, right? Look at the environments. I'm driving along here and I just want to turn the camera from side to side and look around. It's amazing, right? It's really cool. And what's also interesting about it is that each lap is actually different. So right now we're on lap 1 and we're going to have to move on soon. But lap 2 actually has a slightly different route, and then again lap 3 has a different route. So there's variety here, you know, it's a lovely large environment, and you're not just repeating the same laps over and over again. It's really cool, and I look forward to future Metro Street Racer stuff. We now move on to the idiom machine, which I will just let explain itself for a moment or two before I explain it.
As snug as a bug.
Yeah, there we go, we found an idiom. This is an entry to the idiom jam. It's really cool. There's all sorts of words here and you have to combine them in ways that you create idioms. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting the way that it reads them out as well. You can say a lot of fun things here that aren't necessarily idioms as well. Really fun, really cool. It's a great new game for Meet My Pantaloons. It's really on theme with the jam. It's also slightly educational and a lot of fun. But like, yeah, they're the creator of Toonslayer, which is of course absolutely marvellous within its own right as well. And you should be playing that. It's a really cool on-rails shooter. We now move on to an Isol Marble remix, this time from Killer Kef. If you didn't know, Kataya made Isol Marble, which is a wonderful entry into the isometric jam. And it itself has a remix kit which anyone can use in order to make their own levels, and it is really easy to use and it's really cool. And Killer Kif has used it in order to make this. We're going to dive into arcade mode, we're going to give it a go. I've yet to complete arcade mode on this one. I have got to level 3 though. I'm not sure if I have the time to get to level 3 just now, for we are doing 67 games in 40 minutes, but this is wonderful. It's a marvellous take on the game. It's interesting as well how, I believe that they've, oh dear, I believe that they've changed some of the mechanics so that the marble does get stunned in more instances. For example, like if something touches it, it might get stunned. So you have to avoid obstacles, which is a new mechanic in itself, I do believe. So I don't want any, yeah, see I touched one, now it stunned me, you see. It's really cool. I'm tempted to keep playing that to get a new high score, but we do have to move on. We've now got Ghouls Dungeon from Bath. Again, this is a game that came out a while ago, but I've noticed it's been getting updates, and it's interesting. It's like a retro first-person shooter. It's quite hard, but if you like retro first-person shooters in this vein, then you will like it. I'm just waiting for an enemy to come. Oh, there we go, there we go. There's big faces. Got to watch out for them big faces, you know. You've got to watch out for those big faces. There we go. And the small, I mean, it does make sense. The small faces are quite chill. So the opposite would, of course, be not chill. But that's really great from Bath. Bath is a wonderful musician in Dreams. And not only that, but they make cool games too. This one here, like Achromatia, I think I'll call it that. This is really cool as well. And I hope they continue work on it. I think they are as well. It's just awesome. It's well worth checking out, as well as Ghouls Dungeon. We've now got the Tomb VR experience from Sean88. And I actually cannot play that right now because I do not have VR on. However, I was playing it in VR very recently, and it's great. It's really cool, first person, sort of find the key type game. It's absolutely marvellous, and I'm sure I'll have a VOD of myself playing it on the channel soon in order to make up for that there. We now move on to Ronin's Path
the story.
from Chevalier Bor.
The mighty warrior. The villagers came to warn our Ronin. The Red Fangs have attacked a coastal village. Katsu didn't waste a second and went into battle.
So, I'm now going to skip the rest of this cutscene, because I would like you all to watch it for yourselves, but you could hear that voice acting, you could see the animations, it's absolutely beautiful, it's really well put together from Chevalier Bor, and the rest of their friends from the Infinite Dreams community who helped them. They're actually part of a studio, Madeindreams, and it is cool to see people get together and call themselves an official studio. I believe they're Pirate Story Studios, I could be wrong there, please forgive me, it's just off the top of my head. But this is a really interesting, like, isometric action RPG. And it was created initially for the isometric jam, but they never finished it in time, so it's not actually a jam entry. And, yeah, look, you go around interacting with, you know, all sorts of creatures and all sorts of things in the environment. You level up by getting things in the environment, such as power and inner strength. You can also use these things as a currency. And you have fights, and it's really cool. Again, time constraints mean I cannot show it properly right now, but this is a game that I'm sure you will catch me playing again on stream very soon, and I think you should all go and check it out. We now have Casino from Falenge, and this is just a little sort of walk around the casino thing. There is a wheel here, and there we go, you can spin the wheel with square, but it does always land on the same thing. You can watch it happen. If it lands on something else, it then always keyframes to free spin at the end, which is fun. You do have infinite free spins, because you always win free spin. It makes sense for the lore though, to not cost money, right? You've all got a car here. Like, I think we all know what the casino's kind of based on, right? We've all played crime simulators online, but like, it's just really cool. It's well put together. It's a nice little like wander around scene. It's cool. It's cool. It's great to see people put things together. And Falenge, great job. We now move on to Ship of the Dredge from Shubiste. Again, this is something that was hanging around in Dream Shaping for a while as a scene, but now they've finally got around to releasing it as a dream, and that's really cool. It's more of a sort of tech demo than anything else right now. You go around and you can sail around, you can shoot, and there's not necessarily much to shoot at. But I do again look forward to seeing it expanded over time. Like, this mechanic here is fun, the environments are nice, the boat works. I'd be interested in playing more of this, and it's great to see Stubiste get involved in publishing dreams. It's really cool, big fan. And I do look forward to more updates. We now move on to Up or Down, another Isol Marble remix, this time from Topaz Mackay. And we're just diving straight into level select. And we're going down. It seems more natural to go down those pipes than to go up, just for me. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on that, and that's fine. We all can live in the same world. And here we go, we're going to try and get there as fast as we can. Here we go. There we go, new personal best. Beautiful, beautiful. Very proud of that. Now, that's a nice little showcase of that. That's a really great Isol Marble remix. I do hope for more Isol Marble remixes, but Topaz Mackay, that's a really cool little one. And again, things can always be updated and expanded as well. We now have Kinetic Defender from Jub Jub Extreme. This is interesting. It's a little bit like, you know, Defender, basically. I control this at the bottom. I shoot bubbles up. I've got ammo there. I can rapid fire, or I can hold. And every button that I push fires a different colour of projectile. So I have to shoot the triangles with like a triangle press, right? And I have to shoot the X with the X's and the squares with the squares. And you can be big, or you know, and you've got to try and stop them landing on you. I think this big pink one is going to hit me, but I'm going to let it. Look, there we go, it hit me. So I lost somehow, and that's a shame. But it's a fun little high score challenge game from Jub Jub Extreme. It's really cool. We now have Berry Burgers from Quizam. And this is a fun little speedrun platformer with music from Wiley's School.
Down a burger place out here in the middle of the desert.
Oh, I shouldn't have tried that jump.
Worth it.
I have completed this in under 40 seconds before, so I'm almost determined to do it again. But I just missed that shortcut, and we've already taken too long, really. There's Mega Penguin. Here's a shortcut though. Oh, no, we didn't make it. Berry Burgers is a lot of fun from Quizam. I love seeing Quizam scenes put together. And now we have our final Isol Marble remix of the day by Bug Studios. It's cool. Again, really great little Isol Marble level. They've gone for a different art style here than the Isol Marble style that we're used to seeing. But that's cool, and it just shows how variable the kit can be. You can do whatever you want with it, and it's probably going to work, because ultimately the game is good. You can put together levels, no problem. It's quite a short one, so we're going to try and get to the end here. There we go. Oh, we missed it. Dear oh dear. Oh, there we go. Good for us. Good for us. Not a new personal best though, so not that good for us. Anyway, that does take us to the end of this little game section. Now we're going to talk about some stuff to watch. This is Dreams Fest 22 teaser from Beard of Cats and Co. Wait for this year's Dreams Fest. I think it's great seeing these teasers come out. If you didn't know, last week you could have got involved with Notre Damon's weekly challenge to make some assets for Dreams Fest, and I'm sure that it's only the first of many opportunities to get involved. Do keep your eyes peeled for ways that you can help out or get involved in Dreams Fest. Now we've got an animation from Raining Stars. It's 3 reasons why masks are good, even after the pandemic, and I'm going to let it play for 30 seconds or so just now.
Seriously, there's nothing I like about my face. When I'm wearing a mask, I don't have to be worried that everyone's making fun of my face. Since the pandemic started, I cut off lots of people from my life. As we live in the same town, I keep seeing them around, but thanks to the mask and wearing different clothes, they can't recognize me. Just avoiding the drama, you know?
Yeah, just avoiding the drama. Fun stuff from Raining Stars, as always. The rest of the animation is there as well. We're just against the clock. The clock is ticking. We now have Orion Valentine with After Hours High School, a really cool chill-out scene, beautifully put together by them, featuring wonderful music. This is just the sort of creation you can keep on your screen while you have a lovely time. You could be doing anything in that lovely time. I won't judge. It's just definitely a creation to stick on to have a lovely time to. Really great, sort of chill out scene from Orion Valentine there. And now we've got a new piece of music from War Garble. This is Shift. And the track does evolve, but spoilers, you might be hearing it on Dream Sounds later, so stick around for that. Now we've got the Red Blob from Magawan. This uses music from M Molecule, and the video was made as part of a Dream Sounds video jam. A well-worthy MM pick from last week.
Do you even try? This must be a mistake. Time's up. May I suggest you play a different game? You suck.
What a time to end it as well. That is a beautiful video. Please do go and check out the whole thing. And now we have Better Luck Next Time, music from Egg Lego, visuals from Tricobalt. Again, a well-worthy recent MM pick. The whole thing's only about 90 seconds long, but again, we're probably only going to play the first 30.
Ready? Act. Go! 1, 2, 3, 5. What? Better luck next time. 6, 7, 8, 10. What? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
You having a laugh?
And you're just going to have to watch it yourself in order to see what happens next. That was the perfect cliffhanger. Now, just before we dive into some showcases and look at some lovely art, let's talk a little bit about Fleckpunk magazine from Flash Medallion. This is a thing they've been putting together, just, you know, when they have stuff to put into it. And I think it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. It gives you experiences such as being rapped at while touring a burnt out house, which is something I think we've all always dreamt of. It's a really interesting, quirky collection. There's a lot of fun to be had within it. It does, of course, have its regular feature of Freddy Watch returning as well. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's well put together, well presented. I like this format here. If you are looking to put together collections, you can do like a lot worse than to put together a format such as this. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun from Flash Medallion, and you should check that out. It's interesting. Also, High Scoreboards came back on Friday. It will be back this Friday as well. It's season 10. It's at 10 PM UK time. This week, Team Keld won with these 3 games here. And yeah, just super excited for next episode. It's going to be cool. Emoji eyes, they're already being a thing in that collection. We've got community events up here, and you can check out a whole bunch of community events via Community Events TV, a wonderful resource that's always available. But also, This week's video jam is the Innocence Vault Jam. All I ask is that people pick songs from this collection and just make some sort of experience for it, really. Could be anything, video, picture, game, just anything. We've already had 2 there, and they're marvellous, and I'm excited for more. The music jam is, of course, the Digitori Game Vault Jam. It's probably too late to enter that. It starts in like 2 hours. But then we've also got the Ignite Character Challenge, which is always going on from Super Afro Boy. If you remix this and make an egg, it can appear in the game. And I think the game's going to be really cool. So it's an opportunity that I think people should try to take advantage of. Also, there will of course be a brand new music jam announced later on this evening. Liam's weekly amateur voice acting jam is going from strength to strength. I'm a big fan of it. I would love if people took part. If you have a microphone and the ability to record your voice into dreams, that's literally all that you need to be able to enter this jam. If you can talk and you can record your voice, you can enter the jam. And then your voice clips can appear in projects and they can be used by all sorts of people for all sorts of things, and it's a lot of fun. We've also got this Dream Realities Challenge #1 from Disobey Gaming. They're asking people to remix this scene here in order to create the illusion of passing scenery in the background while a character is on a vehicle of some sort. And it could be anything, it doesn't have to be a train or a spaceship or a submarine. It could be anything. But the idea is just that you have the passing background and a character of some sort, and everything you need is right there in that element. There is also this challenge from Speculartower where they're asking people to make spirits. So they've got a couple of examples here. There's no template to remix as such, just a couple of examples. And if you make a spirit and you send it to them, they'll add it to this collection, and it seems cool. It does say winners here. I mean, hey, it's all for fun though, right? And then of course this week's Notre Dame challenges is cool. The weekly creation challenge is to make your own chocolate egg. This uses a template from Yami no Nico. That's really cool. If I find the time, I'll definitely be taking part myself. So that sort of wraps up the community. Oh, there's also Search and Shape from Lee's Lady, but there's currently not a public collection for the current challenge, so all I can really go for is the previous one right now. Well, there's the Dream, but yeah, so Search and Shape, cool community event. Definitely go checking that out as well. And I'll be making sure to have that in the future ones, but yeah. Now, diving back in, we are against the clock. We've got some art to look at for now. This is the bath pools, another liminal space. And yeah, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? But that's the point. Liminal spaces are really in fashion right now. I would love to see people put together their own. There's always the potential for interesting scenes. That's a great one from Sergeant Sewell. Now we've got Rabbit Doll from Ragnar VE. You can position this doll in various ways and have a lot of fun. It's very creepy as well though, isn't it? Very, very creepy, but very cool. I love Ragnar VE. They put out a lot of things that all have different styles, and it's always great to see. We've got Studio Y from Wyled Better 10. This is a bit work in progress, but it's still beautiful. Just look at the water effects on the ceiling and on the windows, like the skylights and the wall light. Wall window. Really great from Wyled, as always. Of course, Impy winner of Most Improved Dreamer last year. So, amazing, amazing. And then here we have Travelling with Global Effect from Disobey Games. We did show this briefly as an example of the Dream Realities Challenge. But yeah, here it is again. It's a beautiful scene from Disobey Gaming. Great little shout outs on the wall for Dreams Fest that's coming up and all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. Also, yeah, up here, Little Ninjas, the animated series Tale of the Little Ninjas, which is of course the animated series of young BAFTA nominee Little Ninja. Here we have Villa Arpel which is a wonderfully put together scene in association with Dream Homes from last week. It's just really well put together. It's really nice, really smooth, really crisp. There's a few different areas to explore here, and it's just, yeah, it's really stylish. I'd happily live in a place like that. And now we've got Solace from Tricks 9, which is just a sort of quick little animation scene setting thing. Marvellous from Tricks though, as always. We do have another Tricks coming up soon. They've been quite prolific, as always. In fact, we will dive straight from this into the other Tricks. Because I feel like to experience all of this, I want to leave you wanting more. Because this is, you know, it's beautiful, right? I mean, it's sad. This character is clearly going through something, but it's beautiful, and I want you all to experience it in game. You can consider that a tease. This is Chase Beplin, Interstellar Star Surfer, also from Tricks. Totally different vibe. Yeah, totally different vibe here, right? This guy's just trying to get home in time to watch his favourite TV show. That's all he's doing. And also, Tricks has released this character as an actual playable character within the Dreamiverse now. Here he is. So you can literally take them and you can stick them in any sort of project, whether that be a game, a video, a picture. Really cool character. Great to see new things in the Dreamiverse, new IPs or whatever. Great job from Tricks. Now we have Building 42 from taipshila. This cover image looks very innocent, doesn't it? Just get ready to go Mick bananas. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental, and I love it. Love the work of taipshila. I hope to see a lot more. That's Building 42. We've now got the Viking Asset Showcase from the latest quad. And this is just really cool little put together scene featuring all the assets made for that jam. I have to say that Viking Connie is a particular favourite, as always. Loving them seashells. Absolutely marvellous, and great job from everyone involved with the quad. We've now got the latest War Garble art piece. This is I Wish I Was a Better Person, and this is actually just one of their latest pieces. They do have a bunch, as always. They're so prolific, but yeah, this is just, it's quite mournful, isn't it? It's quite mournful. I mean, it's supposed to be, but yeah, just look at the. It tells such a story. There's so much character in this for something so... I don't know, it's just magical, isn't it? It's really sad, but it is magical. And when you look at the dripping coming off of it, you can almost trick your brain into thinking it is actually dripping. Because that's not animated, that is just motionless, but... it feels like it's really dripping. And the dripping means so much. As do the lack of limbs. Yeah, I think that's amazing. I think that's like high art. And we've now got a total vibe switch as we check out Teal from Super Catchy Name. Amazing, right? Such a good boy. The goodest of boys. Can't get enough of this. I'm a massive fan of Black Labradors. Ever since working with the blind and stuff, especially, there were a lot of like guide dogs that were Black Labradors, and they're amazing. And yeah, such a good boy. Just amazing work from Super Catchy Name. Love the wagging tail. Now we've got stream background from Tourium Creepy, and it is as it says, a stream background. They've put this up here, but you can just press buttons and mess about with it. If you're streaming, or they're streaming, or anyone's streaming, you can stick that on if you want to have a chat, or if you want to be right back, or whatever. We've now got Heaven's Autumn Forest from Acid Plume. Just a really nice little put together scene. It's got a lovely sort of style to it. I wouldn't, like, it's not cel shaded, but it has that kind of vibrancy to it, doesn't it? I don't know, there's just something I really like about the whole thing. And then we move from that to the Tree at Sea from Wellfedwall. Blippy is hungry, Mac is not. Here we go. This is, again, just beautifully put together scene from someone who's put together a bunch of them. And I believe that the next step they're looking to take is to move into animation. So yeah, I can't wait to see this person move into animation. I think it's going to be really cool. It's a great job, like amazing stuff from Wellfedwall. I'm excited to see more. And now we move on to an idiom jam entry from randomboy. This is Bee's Knees idiom graffiti art thing. And there we go, it's a little advert for Hamilton saying it's the Bee's Knees. Great job, randomboy. And we now move on to Lonely Island from speculartower, which again is just a beautiful little scene. It's really well put together. I believe this only did take them maybe an hour or two to put together. And it's just, yeah, it's cool. I love these little projects. We now move on to Fantasy Environment 5, Ilya's Clues, their latest art piece. And again, it's just great to see them back on Dreams doing a bit of art. Amazing paint techniques here, as always, and such a wonderful imaginative scene. And then finally here, we've got Aiming for Realism from Tommy092, which is just really, you know, it's really nice, isn't it? It's well done. Definitely looks kind of real, and even if it didn't, it just is nice. It's really cool. Now, you know, time constraints. We can't look at things for too long, but we will now move into this little make a game section, because I do like to provide people with easy ways to just dive in and make a thing. You can do that here with the Jelly Pop kit from Embergs. It's not new, it's been out a long time, and I have featured it in the past before. But I still believe that this is just a marvellous kit. You can take any of these things and put them into scene and make a wonderful game. And there's an example of that here. You've got a character up there who you can stamp in, and then yeah, just wonderful assets, right? You can make a game quite easily with these, and it will look great. All you have to do is design the levels. And then here we've got the Ultimate Platformer Creation Kit from Mittermac, so it's similar themed, but just, you know, different character, different assets. Maybe you could even take the Jelly Pop kit and this kit and mash the two of them up. There's all sorts of possibilities there. And then I'm also giving another little shout out to BB, which I think is really cool, and I would love to see people make more community levels for this so that they can go into the dream itself. I think that's great. Now in the new instrument section, we've got Microwaved Scene or Sound from Chijo. And it sounds good. It sounds good. It's interesting. We've also got Echo's loud piano, because, you know, everyone needs a loud piano. And Echo loves them. And we love the music of Echo, who actually released their brand new album today. Amazing. And now this final instrument here in the hot new instrument section is particularly interesting, actually, and I would be interested in having people use this somehow. DJ Michael watched the Impy Awards and recorded sections of it, and they're now in Dreams. Look, here's Kitty Powers.
Hello, kittens. Say hello, boys. So have you been playing much Dreams over the lockdown? Well, you've done your homework, Andy. You know this old thing. I just woke up like this. Oh, darlings. Cool dude. You can light anything and make it look good with the right lights.
Amazing, right? Amazing. That's just Kitty Powers. Also, here's Lisa.
Pet Cafe. What a game. Love it. Music is my love. Pet Cafe. Yeah. Love. Yeah. Music is my love. Pet Cafe. Very good.
Okay. And then here's Sack.
Open world boxing game. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be sexy. It definitely was sexy. Like boxing, it's awful, but it made boxing seem actually quite cool as well. You might disagree, Kitty, but I like it when people do a lot with a little. It definitely was sexy.
Okay. And then here's some main show things as well.
Oh, tough gig going first. I hope they're not nervous. No, she was so young. She hadn't even been washed yet.
30 seconds into the show and you've already broken the fourth wall. You've ruined their immersion. No point doing a sock puppet show now, is there? Oh, well, it's probably for the best.
Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh.
You can have all sorts of fun and making all sorts of songs with these. I'm excited. I think it's cool. Yeah, it's great, amazing. Like, have fun, everyone. Thank you, DJ Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's have a quick look at this. This was made for the latest Dream Sounds video jam. It's low thermal. Well, it's Night City Drive, and it's literally like 30 songs as you drive around and explore. And then we've also got 8-Bit Revolution, a new song from Gianni Nomitaka, which will also be on Dream Sounds in a bit. The other things up here are, of course, Dream Sounds, the music jam, and the video jam. But if you are here, you know about them, hopefully. And if you don't, then someone else explain it quick, please. Now, here is the latest editorial from Jen themselves at Media Molecule. Selection of 5 creations. They're really cool. You can read more about them on In Dreams. And then here's Kits of the Week, which is Da Vinci Assets, Dreams Interior Design Collection, and Tricobalt's Transport. So great job, Tricobalt, Guismo, and Rabbit on those 3 kits there. There we go. The clock was ticking. The clock has stopped. That was the end of the experiment. That was 67 creations in 46 minutes and 46 seconds. There we go. Great job, everyone. Catch you later.